Hello everybody, welcome back to the Lawrence Allcott channel. Now I've just watched Belgium Tunisia, a bit of a dream game for Belgium. 5-2 victors, 2 for Lukaku, 2 for Hazard. Batshuayi off the bench scored 1, could have scored about 5. And what I thought I'd do is I'd just quickly look at the stats and see if it kind of fitted what essentially was my kind of scout report of watching this game of football. It'd be great to know what you guys think, if you think that these stats are nonsense or if you think there is something to what I'm saying. So let me know in the comments below. Just to quickly say, I'm so close to getting to 60k, God, I'd be dreaming, 6k subs. I think I'm like 40 off. So if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video and you feel like I deserve it, then hit subscribe. Let's get straight into it, because the first thing I want to talk about is possession, because obviously England are going to play Belgium, but so are a lot of teams, and Belgium have been picked as one of the teams that could go all the way in this competition. And so I'm on Who Scored, and I'm just having a look at it, because as throughout the game I was kind of having a look at it, and it kind of fitted what I was thinking as I was watching this game of football, which was that Belgium play very, very quickly. It's Premier League football almost that they're playing. They've got so many Premier League players in that team, and Martinez, Premier League coach, assistant manager, Thierry Henry, used to Premier League football. They've got pace, they've got power, and they've got Lukaku up front. So what I've noticed from the game was that unlike other teams who will play and play and play, and England are probably one of those sides because they don't have that big target man up front, Belgium do have that big man up front, both to run beyond, but also to win headers, to flick onto the likes of Mertens, to lay off to Hazard. And I think it's a massive asset for them, and I think it's a massive asset for any international team, because it allows you to bypass the midfield and get the ball in space in the final third. So if you look at it here, you can see that actually, in terms of possession, Tunisia had more possession, 50% to the 49% of Belgium, which is incredible in a 5-2 game. And I think that just shows the amount of long balls that we utilised throughout the game. I saw it time and again where they didn't mess about with it. They went past Witsel and De Bruynne, and even De Bruynne himself. And in the second half, you saw loads of through balls, quick passes, which allowed them to stretch. For any team playing against Belgium, I felt like Tunisia, look, they went toe-to-toe with them. I mean, fair enough, but it didn't work, did it? 5-2, they've lost the game. I wonder if, I'm going to go on to talk about it, if you're a bit smarter about how you kind of set up and don't offer up as many options to play the ball long and there to be space in front of Lukaku. And by that I mean play 2 defensive midfielders, which I've said all along, I think that's what Gareth Southgate should and will do against Belgium. It stops that counter-attack happening as quickly, and it also, once Hazard gets the ball, he's not getting the ball facing goal. So I think that's a big thing for any team playing Belgium. You've seen it around the tournament, lots of teams playing with a low block. What's difficult against Belgium is because they play the ball forward so quickly, those periods of time when the opposition have the ball, you're naturally going to move up the pitch. So if you do that, you're then going to leave space in behind. So it's a very interesting, difficult thing to deal with, because they kind of suck you in a little bit, and I think that's what happened a few times against Tunisia in this game. Second thing I wanted to talk about was Lukaku. Well, the main three really: Lukaku, De Bruyne, and Hazard. And what I like about this Belgium team is that you've got 2 ways of scoring goals with Lukaku and Hazard. Hazard in that deeper role, which he doesn't always play for Man City, but he's doing it for Belgium, is 1, understandable, and 2, offers a totally different threat, and it utilises the 2 sides of Lukaku. One for Hazard is Hazard getting close to Lukaku, then sometimes playing that longer pass, that 20-30 yard pass into Lukaku. He lays it off to Hazard, and then Hazard's in between those lines and attacking and facing the defence instead of playing with his back to goal, which is, I mean, he's devastating doing that. The other one is having De Bruyne there to see those little passes through to Mertens, and I think Carrasco loves it as well, looking for those through balls and allowing Belgium to go beyond and get in behind teams. And so those 3 are the 3 key men for Belgium, and it makes them not one-dimensional. So many teams in this competition have been one-dimensional in how they've played, and Belgium in this game certainly, and I think in the other game as well, but I think Panama dealt with them better and were almost less ambitious, which almost worked, I think, despite being 3-0 at the end of it. When you allow a little bit of space, you've got 2 ways of attacking. And I also thought Meunier at right wing back was devastating. Great setup for the second Lukaku goal. And I think this system that they're playing, this 3-4-2-1, is a system that fits them really well, because their fullbacks, they don't really have fullbacks. It might affect them going backwards at the end of the tournament when they play against better sides. But certainly at this moment in time, those three centre-backs look pretty strong to me. Boyata, at times, I wonder if he's going to make a mistake. But the other two are probably one of the best 5 centre-backs in the Premier League. So they look impressive throughout. Look at the players that came on. Fellaini, Batshuayi, Tellmans. That's just those guys. You got Dembele didn't even get on. Chadley didn't get on. Company's not even in that side. So they've got really, really good options. Batshuayi could have scored 3 or 4 in this game. And you can see that by the total shots that they've got, 23. The final thing I want to talk about, which I think is really, really interesting, and it's the weakness of Belgium, is that I do think there is an opportunity to get at this Belgian side on the counter-attack. Look at that total shots there. 16 for Tunisia. And I think that's to be admired by the way that they played. They looked to try and play good passing football and had a few moments there. Got themselves a goal as well from a set piece, which is going to be crucial and always is in international football. But 16 shots they were able to give away, Belgium. And that just shows how many attacking players they've got in this team and how you can maybe get at them on the counter-attack. Teams like England, I think, and I hope, although it's going to be so difficult because I worry about the England defence, in an attacking sense, with so much space, if you're starting with a lower block, I think there's a real chance to counter-attack at real speed with lots of players that can do some damage instead of this Tunisia side, which couldn't really do that because essentially Awabi Kazri is trying his best, but apart from that, not really too many options going forward and going beyond. So that's my quickfire scout report on Belgium versus Tunisia. Look, they're a cracking side and they really could go all the way if they can get themselves together. Lots of talk about getting these individuals to play together. I don't think there's any excuses. You've got a centre forward there who I've put money on to be the top goal scorer in the whole competition, and he's looking good. He can go beyond. He's a physical threat. It's not always about fluency, but you've also got Hazard and De Bruynne who can feed him, Carrasco can feed him, and Mertens, who I haven't even really spoken about, who's looked fantastic in both games. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts on Belgium. Next for Belgium is England. I will be driving to Russia to watch that game with Flav and Sam from Ball Street. If you don't want to miss out on that and our journey the whole way there, which is going to be absolutely insane, then follow me on Instagram at JLAllcott, ALLCOTT. Follow me on Twitter at James Allcott. And as I said at the start of the video, if you're new to the channel, then please hit that subscribe button, because I would love to get to 6K before the England game. It's a big ask, but you guys can help me. All of you OGs, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's keep this going forward, right? You love the neutral one. You like a decent discussion on football, and I'm here to provide that for you. So if you feel like I deserve it, hit that button. I'll see you soon.